This is the laziest thing ever. Are you littering? Why are you littering? It's not that hard to throw stuff away, okay? Even if you have to walk across the parking lot to do it. I'm gonna make myself a coffee now.
Is that Bethany? Are you leaving out right now?
I've got like 10 minutes. I'm just gonna park for a minute.
Alright, well, you park, where you parking at? I'll come over and talk with you, meet you.
Sure, I'm just gonna pull into one of these spaces over here. We just finished our 34 in Nebraska. We got a hotel room last night. I'm like coming down with some kind of cold or something, so we didn't do a whole lot. I'm headed west, and I-80 in Wyoming has been closed. It's open now. I think it seems like there's still quite a bit of snow and wind, so we'll see how it goes. On the plus side, I got to meet up with some friends right before our 34. Chandler got to meet them too. It's Ryan and Abby. They're another couple who trucks kind of like us. They run 2 trucks, but they were teaming together when we ran into them, so it was really cool to see them. I like them a lot. It's also so rare that you're crossing paths with somebody you know in the country, and one of you happens to look at the map and see that you're gonna run into each other, and you both have time to stop and say hi. Like, sometimes it happens and just nobody has time, so it's really cool when it works out. Okay, but look at how cute we are. It was very bright outside. Breaking news today, it's windy in Wyoming. He's being so cute. Okay, I just got checked in at the steel place. It's the same thing as usual. When I come here, I have to drive all the way around in the back and then untarp and unload and go to bed. Hopefully I'll feel better in the morning. The guy to come out. I guess it takes a while after hours because they run a skeleton crew, but that's okay. I'll just hang out. The forklift guy showed up this second that I decided to go lay back in the sleeper. I probably should have done that sooner, I guess. It's been like 2 hours of waiting. Not the worst for a steel mill at night, I guess. I don't know. These places are just like kind of spooky when it's dark out late at night. I'll be happy to leave. Good morning. 100.9. That's better than it was. I'm like 3 hours from home, so I'm gonna drive there, but not until the ibuprofen kicks in and brings my fever down a little bit so that I can be like a safe driver on the road and all that. Okay. I get sick like this for like 2 or 3 days and I'm like, oh my God, this is the worst thing ever. And then I really think about it and I feel so lucky that I'm so fortunate to be so healthy most of the time. Like, there are people who are chronically ill, who deal with far worse symptoms than I've ever had, and I'm being a big whiny baby because I have a little bit of a fever and like a sore throat and a cough, and that's it. So I don't mean to complain. I'm just a wuss. clearly made it home, and I went to see my doctor and I got a COVID test, and it turns out that I have the flu. So at least I know what it is, and at least I'm home. I'm gonna go to bed now and hopefully sleep for a while. Okay, good night. Okay, I'm here to load bulk gypsum for Washington. I had the flu. It's been like a week that I've been home for. It wasn't super fun. I feel fine. It's just that I still have all this chest congestion that like I can't get rid of. So I'm ready to be done with it. The flu can just go away. But Chandler also loaded for Washington, so that's cool. Yeah. Quite windy still. I just got parked next to this Peterbilt with a Conestoga trailer, and I don't know, it was kind of my only option, so we'll see if it's enough of a wind block to help me tarp. My hero has arrived to help me hold down tarps.
I have.
Chandler just saved my butt. It would have been a really big pain to try to roll those out by myself. Can't say that I feel amazing.
You just want to go home, or?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good morning. It's Sunday morning, and we're just about to leave for Washington. Chandler wants to stop at the grocery store. I don't really want to drive the truck into town, so I'm just going to wait by the exit for him. Huntington, Oregon, and we're parked early because the Highway 84 is closed up ahead, I think over Cabbage Pass right now. I'm assuming for weather-related accidents. So it's a little bit of a bummer that we couldn't go further. We didn't want to go all the way up to Baker City in case it's like jam-packed there. The road looked like it was moving slow up there, so I don't know, you know, when the road gets closed, the truck stops around the closure fill up so fast, so I didn't want to get up there and not have parking. So we're here. I guess we'll log like maybe a 7 or an 8 hour split and then see if the highway's open. That'll be annoying, but if we can just get to the other side of Cabbage Pass as soon as possible in the morning, then we'll be able to deliver hopefully tomorrow still. So
Worried about the old girl start.
good morning. Can you smile? all day that I didn't video anything.
Okay, I'm sorry. Like, you're really gonna milk this with me, aren't you?
I'm so hungry. So we made it up to Tacoma, and we got up this morning. The highway had just barely opened, so we kind of waited it out because there was still a chain law, and really it was just me being lazy and still a little bit sick. So we slept in a little bit, and then eventually we got up and got out, and we got lucky. There were no chain laws. We made it all the way up in, but we didn't eat any food all day. Hold on, I have a pimple. I'm hangry. And Chandler's ordering Uber Eats. Thank you, Chandler. We're taking the dog for a walk.
Okay, ready?
Made a big mess. A little less dusty. I'm mildly annoyed. I went to pull in, and the side that I was approaching from is a much tighter turn than the other side you come in on. Usually it's fine to get in, but this time there was a trailer parked right in the entrance that wasn't here last time. So this nice forklift driver came over to move the trailer for me, and he had to chain it up to his forklift to move it. And while he was doing that, another guy walked over, and he was like, "You can swing that turn. Just start turning." And then he started like telling me how to turn, and I can see in my mirror that if I do that, my trailer off tracking is gonna take out their whole fence. So I was like, I'm just gonna wait for him to move this, and he kept standing there and being like, just start turning, and that makes me want to kick somebody. I'm gonna go see if I can get my paperwork signed now while they unload me. But I showed up in this truck, so they know that I at least drove it here, right, from somewhere. And I've put the last 200,000 miles on this vehicle. I think that I would know better than some random guy walking around in the yard whether or not I'm going to be able to make a turn. My paperwork is signed. I'm just waiting for them to finish unloading me, and then they'll unload Chandler, and then we're going to both go reload some hardy board. For as long as the unload took, the reload has been pretty quick so far. They got us right in, so that's cool. I don't know what's with those tube things, but it's like they're dancing. I feel like there's never enough room here. Okay, this is 30 feet of load length. Chandler's not being lazy. I could just throw one tarp and it would like not cover the last foot, but if he's not gonna be lazy, I guess I shouldn't be either, so we'll throw the box end. This stuff is kind of sharp on the edges, so you do have to protect it lest your tarps rip. Perfect. Thanks. It's okay. I think we're good to go. We got 2 tarp loads. Okay, I think that went pretty well. My hair is a disaster, so I'm just gonna change and make a snack, and then we have probably a long night ahead of us. We're going all the way to northern Nevada. Yeah. But I'm really excited for the drive because it's something different. It's something that's not interstate, and I haven't been down that way for a while. So, yay. It took forever to get through Portland, as expected. I mean, it took longer than expected, I think. And I'm down here in Aurora at the TA, south of Portland, and I just fueled. It's like a crowded mess here too. And the guy in front of me asked me if he had enough time to go to the bathroom, and I was like, well, how long is it gonna be? And he was like a half an hour, and I was like, I'm only gonna be like 15 minutes. And he was like 15-20 minutes, and I was like, I can wait 20 minutes. So I hope he poops fast because we gotta go. Oh, he's done. Yay, thanks, buddy. Okay, we got parked at the back of this dirt lot here.
The first B models.
Okay, Chandler has a bad alternator, so we're here. I don't know what town we're in, but there's a Kenworth here and a Freightliner, and Chandler called Pape Kenworth and they had the alternator for $450. Freightliner has the same one for $300, so we're going to Freightliner, obviously. He might need batteries too, so we're gonna pull those. Tell me about your first alternator side of the road replacement with Grandpa Ron.
We were watching it on the gauge, and he was like, oh no, that's kind of getting down there. And I was like, yeah. He's like, we'll make it home. And we got somewhere down by New Mexico, and it started going, and he's like, yeah, it'll be okay. See, he's shut. It's fucked the belt. He got out and he was like, well, shit. And I'm like, well, shit is right.
Okay, Freightliner Northwest. What town are we in? Coburg, Oregon?
Yeah.
Does that sound right? They helped a guy out. They were great here. Took our cores and they had the alternator, had the batteries for a lot less than Kenworth did. So we're pretty thrilled. We're gonna go back and put them on now. Problem is this didn't come with a pulley. So Freightliner was nice enough to go pull the pulley off the old one. The problem now is getting that tight on the new one. So we need like an air gun. Chandler's gonna go and ask if they'll do it over here at the TA.
Oh yeah, he spun them up for me.
Let's see. My face is frozen. We're ready to leave now and go trucking, but not before we get a shower. Good morning. It's not even quite 5:30 yet. Looks like Chandler got up before me and started untarping for me, which is nice. He's talking to the security guard right now because it just started snowing. Like, it's like there's quite a bit of weather right now. Let's see. I don't know if you can see it, but it's kind of blowing, so I'm grateful that I'm with him this week. Because I still just don't feel 100%. The radar doesn't look super promising. See this guy right here? He just cut me in line. He cut the whole line. We got unloaded. It stopped snowing. It's now pouring rain, and I'm parked next to Chandler in this here mud pit. And Dana was able to find us both loads. They don't load till tomorrow, so we're just gonna lay around today. Chandler found a pizza place, so we're gonna go eat pizza.